your hair and walk with me. All summer long, we sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind, like painted kites, those days and nights, they went flying by.
All right, this is the ChabDog Sports Talk Show for February 22nd, 2026, one without the thumb. And that was a little clip from Pope of Greenwich Village. Yeah, we're leading into baseball, so I got to start showing stuff like stickball, getting everybody kind of the warm introduction back to our national pastime. This is brought to you by Chapter Law, serving Southern California's business and transactional legal needs, as well as estate planning and regulatory affairs work. I am Brandon Chapner, your host, along with my co-host Brian Gabby Johnson Keller. Nice to see you, Brian.
Yes, yes. Good day. Good morning.
Getting a suntan and banning.
Yeah, it's sunny, but it's cool.
Yeah, just be safe. Don't run into any Gila monsters out there.
No, not here. But
Yeah, you ever yeah. A Gila monster is a bad thing to run into, isn't it?
yes and no. I mean, they have a poisonous venom, but it's a weak one and slow acting one.
Uh-huh.
I understand it. You gotta let them chew on you for a while before they really get you.
So if you are they the type that won't really bother you unless you get real close? They're not gonna like go after you for no reason, right?
No, not at all. No. They're more scared of you than anything else. So. Yeah, not like a snake.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but they don't have a rattle like the rattlesnake. So sometimes you. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you're doing well. Did you watch a lot of and also this is brought to you by Funhouse Games Company. Check that out for your sporting apparel and hats and stuff like that. Did you watch any college basketball yesterday?
No, I didn't actually get to watch any of it. I was keeping up with it, and
Yeah,
it was a pretty big day.
Oh yeah. I mean now's when I start getting acclimated to what's going on and kind of prepared for the tournament. I gotta be ready when this March Madness starts so I can defend my title in the ChabDog pool. I'm running on trying to get a three-peat here. So
Yeah, five of the top 10 teams lost.
I know. Let's go over that. The Michigan and Duke faced off in a pretty intense battle. Duke's defense was just too tough for Michigan. I was a little surprised. I thought Michigan had enough height and overall talent to win that game, but their shooting didn't really show up, and they just got kind of a little bit out physical by Duke, and the Blue Devils are well coached. That's going to be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, they're like a machine. They just keep coming out every year. It seems.
I know, every year, like clockwork.
Yeah, yeah.
The rest of the country kind of hates them. You're probably an Arizona fan, right?
Well, no. I mean, I follow the team, but I'm a UCLA guy from way back who beat number 10 in Illinois yesterday, by the way.
I know. That was an exciting game, wasn't it? I heard about that. UCLA won 95-94 on I don't have the highlights from that, but I heard that it was a one of those kind of Tyus Edney driving the full court in the last few seconds play, and Illinois just kind of
pretty big lead too at one point.
Yeah, over 20 points, I think. Yeah. So that was huge for UCLA because they got throttled by Michigan, and I think Michigan State. They needed a wake up call there to make sure they get into the tournament because it wasn't looking good for them. They weren't looking that competitive. So maybe this was the shot in the arm they need. I think they're still a little bit of a bubble team, but this will probably help let them sneak in.
They're definitely a bubble team. So see how it goes. Bubble team.
Arizona looked good. They got a nice win over Houston to kind of rebound after suffering. I think they lost twice in the last 10 days. So they're tough. I'm trying to think who else you got to watch out for. I mean, the Big Ten is just Big Ten's loaded. They got Michigan, Michigan State, Nebraska. Nebraska's actually pretty good this year. Iowa's. Who else is good in the Big Ten? Wisconsin, probably. I guess they beat Michigan. Purdue.
Yeah, they're all
Illinois. Yeah. All the usual stuff. Maryland is in the Big Ten.
Houston, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, Iowa State lost to BYU. That was another one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Iowa State's a tough team. I remember they beat Kansas pretty badly at home. But I don't know. If they can't even – BYU's nothing wrong with them. But, I wouldn't trust Iowa State to go too far in the tournament. They might go 2 or 3 rounds. In the SEC, you got a bunch of good teams still. Alabama won. They had a nice win over LSU, and I think they won their last game as well over Auburn. You got the usual suspects in the SEC with and of course there's also the Big 12, right? Kansas, Texas Tech.
Kansas got beat by Cincinnati.
They did?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Number 8 Kansas got beat by Cincinnati.
Yeah, they're kind of inconsistent, aren't they?
Yeah, they got 6 losses or 7 losses, I think. Yeah.
And then
Go ahead.
It could be tough. I mean, outside of the top 3 or 4 teams, or 5 teams, to find consistency, which makes picking these games in the tournament difficult. Of course, you got Connecticut in the East, and Connecticut they're good. They're tough, but they lost to Creighton, right?
Yeah, Creighton. Yeah, that was a big upset, really. Yeah.
Yeah, the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Blue Jays.
And then we have. We should talk a little about women's basketball. I probably have the usual suspects. Here's an entertaining clip from an LSU game. I think it was last year.
Lisa Morrow wipe it off. That's an offensive foul. And Kim Mulkey on the sparkly jacket. Not happy.
Well, Dean gets back, and I think Kim Mulkey just got teed up and now tossed him.
Whoa. Looking like Bobby Knight there.
Kim Mulkey held back, as you see, by the staff, and now Angel Reese. She flew off the bench and was just incensed by that last call.
She's out for blood.
There are a lot of opinions about Kim Mulkey, but one that is consistent is her passion. and you see not just the technical, but her being ejected from this game.
I love that jacket.
Yeah.
So Kim Mulkey with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Her team up by 41.
Look at that score.
And there she goes.
And she's pissed off.
So many of the people giving her a standing ovation for the double technical that got her ejected.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the fans are not in agreement whatsoever. They love their head coach. And what I will say is that's an example of it doesn't matter the score. A head coach is still going to fight for her players.
Wow.
Yeah. She's a showstopper.
It's good to see you. The ladies getting into it.
Yeah. I mean, the women's college basketball has gotten better and better and better. I sometimes watch highlights, and I like LSU. The top teams are still basically South Carolina, Connecticut. I guess LSU, Mississippi's good. The usual suspects.
USC, UCLA, etc.
Yes.
Especially USC.
Yeah. So they do a nice job with that, and it's feeding good players into the WNBA. So yeah, I'm glad to see it, and that'll just it's a slow process though, and of course it's hard to compete with the NBA. Speaking of the
sorry, it was a big sport. It was a big deal out in the Midwest back in the 50s and 60s. My mother used to play basketball at high school.
Oh yeah.
She was only a little 5-foot lady, but she was a shooting guard. I guess she was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
It was so popular in Iowa. That was in Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Where in Iowa did she grow up? What city?
She was around a place called What Cheer. It's just like it sounds. What Cheer.
I like
Yeah.
I have a soft spot in my heart for Iowa. I've been there before. The people are really nice and friendly and hospitable. All the
born
Midwest.
there. I was born there, but I was only there for like 6 months before my dad got shipped out, and then we had to move to California.
Oh, was he had to move there for a job, like for was he in the military or something?
Yeah, Navy. He was in the Navy.
Uh-huh.
Didn't have a lot of ships in Iowa.
Not a lot of reason for the Navy people in Iowa,
Yeah.
but maybe on the coast of California. So that's what's going on. And in the end, speaking of basketball, did you know that the NBA came out with anti-tanking rules?
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, I think. They're making so much money, but they just can't stand the fact that these teams just don't. A lot of them don't care that much about what happens in the regular season. But I mean, that's the problem when you create these disincentives to have good records. These teams can get into the play-in, if they're 10th in their conference.
Yeah, they had a play-in, and then there's just way far too many teams to start with. I mean, I understand their reasoning, but it's almost like hockey. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and plus the season goes so freaking long, right? It starts in October and it ends in May, or the championship's in June. It's kind of endless, and
81 games, 82 games. Yeah.
So, yeah, good luck with that. And I'm sure you're going to collect a lot of money in fines. But at the end of the day, they're making so much money. Who cares?
And I know it's like trying to penalize the Dodgers. No, you guys got to pay tax. Okay.
Yeah. Are you gonna make me? Yeah, you're gonna make me really work my butt off. I don't know about that. I got a great clip at the end of the show. We're playing about the welfare office and the Cheech and Chong scene where they're just sitting around having a good time. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it'd be pretty exciting watching people sit around sometimes. So yeah, we got some football to show you. Even though football's over, let me play this clip from the. And this is all under Section 107 of the Copyright Act for educational and informational purposes, entertainment purposes, but it's not commercial. Here we go with this clip.
Which brings on Chandler, but not Lady Luck. His field goal attempt from the 37 is a wobbler.
See if you can
And
guess
the
this
Giants
game.
still have only a 3-point lead.
Whether you own a car or not, you need this. It takes a second to set up and fits perfectly anywhere. Simply snap.
Wade's arm lines a needle-threading pass to a perfect button-hook pattern with Angie Koya midway between Al Gursky and Dick Lynch. Wade warms up the airwaves with another, this time to Mike Ditka from Pittsburgh.
Mike Ditka.
But that was line's end, and the action slows to pinpoint the kick of the game. Green's 48-yarder that goes popping out of bounds. Just where? Well, seat of the pants. They call a marker that can't be missed on the 2-yard line.
Nice slide
That's
by
a
the
kick to remember as the
Correct.
half ends, with New York still leading. But the big question is, what about Tittle?
Go Bears.
There's a halftime show.
Yeah, real high tech. It doesn't look like that now, huh? At the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, some of them dress like this.
Roger LeClaire from Trinity College kicks off. Waiting is reliable 39 McElhenney from Washington. He barrels up the corridor with the shifting grace of the born runner. It's 46 yards of duty and maybe a touchdown if Taylor doesn't stop him.
The kicker saved the day. See if you guess the quarterback.
Massive Atkins welcomes him, and such a welcome. But Morrison takes the pass and sails up the sideline. He outruns Fortunato temporarily. Benny McRae joins in. The ball tumbles loose, and the Bears' Bill George climbs aboard. Just can't believe it's still the Giants' ball. An opinion that Halas can share with ease.
Papa Bear.
Yeah.
For Tittle, it's one more chance to pick
That's
the
Tittle,
Bears apart.
okay. Why
With a
Tittle?
pass ticketed for
Yeah.
Shatner. Only Dave Witzel is the middleman with a vital interception.
Yeah, he wasn't too good in this game. He threw 5 interceptions.
Well, back in those days, they threw a lot of interceptions.
Wade finds Marconi of West Virginia ready and
He was
willing.
one of the more,
with a
one of the
dazzling
early
touch-and-go
prolific
run
passes.
for 19 yards. Wade spots Marconi again, this time for 34 yards, and down to the Giant 21.
I don't remember this
The
wave
3 more
you're talking
passes
about.
fell earthbound for no gain, and LeClaire's field goal, while it was long enough, was off the course.
Yeah, that was. So you know what game that was?
No, I don't remember.
That was actually a pretty big game. That was the 1963 NFL Championship.
Oh.
Yeah,
Didn't realize
hard to believe.
I didn't know Chicago even made a championship back then.
Yeah.
The game anyway.
I don't know who the quarterback was. Some guy named Wade. And
yeah, that's what I kept hearing. Who is it?
I mean, of course, we've all heard of Y.A. Tittle. And,
and some of the other names I heard in there, I'm familiar with.
Yeah, like you heard Mike Ditka. You got Frank Gifford was playing wide receiver for the Giants.
Oh yeah.
Sam Huff was the linebacker for the Giants, or for the Bears. And I think Dick Butkus wasn't he playing for the Bears then? Maybe Sam Huff was Giants, but I think they had Butkus, and it was just the game was a lot different. The kicking was pretty bad, if you noticed that. But it was cold weather, so I can understand why it's hard to kick. The football must have been like a brick. But the games were.
You said 1963.
Yeah, but it was 63. It was only like 3 years before the Super Bowl, right? Which I think started in 66.
Butkus began playing in 1965.
Okay, so no Dick Butkus, and of course there was Papa Bear George Halas. I thought he was actually coaching. Maybe he was coaching them in the 30s and 40s and 50s, but he was kind of old at that point. I think that this was his last glory moment.
Yeah.
And of course, you had Y.A. Tittle, the great Y.A. Tittle.
Yeah. I'd say he was one of the early, more prolific quarterbacks. There's a lot of yardage back in those days, anyway.
Now, see if you can tell me who the announcer. Do you recognize who the announcer was there?
No, not at all. I mean, I've heard that voice, but I don't know what the name is.
All right. Well, I'll give you another. I'll play something else, and you'll know who the announcer is. Okay.
All right.
Has to do with bowling.
Well, Christopher, there are a lot of people that have been involved with the PBA, but for me, 23 years sitting next to you, 36 years the head of the Professional Bowlers Series, and for 50-some years and continuing to be the benchmark that all of us as announcers are measured by, I'd like to reflect a few minutes on your storied career. Let's watch Lieutenant Christopher Schenkel.
It's a 41-yard attempt by Joe Azero. He's 3 for 3 this year. It's up. No good. The New York Times Quarterback Club.
Chris Schenkel back again at the ABC studios. Beautiful, comely, short.
Wide world of sports again.
And this is the good break the record we spoke of a moment ago.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, a United States Open record of 275 for 72 holes. Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, way back, man.
Nadia Comaneci, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Rescue workers were frustrated as there was so little left of this flight, New York to Warsaw, carrying our United States boxing team and its officials.
Bringing you competition between the finest bowlers in the world. It's the Professional Bowlers.
I remember that.
Oh yeah. Saturday afternoon.
The heck with it.
ABC.
Yeah.
The glory days of the PBA.
Yeah. I've done that.
Even Pete Weber got up. Look at Pete.
Yep. I don't know if I have any Earl Anthony to show you. That guy was a machine.
Yeah.
Or Pete Weber, Dick Weber.
Yeah, remember? He was a good one.
Yes, So Schenkel's career was in the, he started in the 50s, I think.
Yeah,
And
went into the 70s.
70s, I don't know, into the 80s, maybe a little.
A standing
But people,
ovation for Chris Schenkel.
Chris Schenkel. I thought he was more later, but I didn't realize he was around the 50s and 60s, early 60s.
yeah.
I didn't start watching any kind of sports really until about 1972.
My friend, the song said it best. You are the best. I think the first 50 years of television, the two euphonious voices that we'll always remember, Walter Cronkite and Chris Schenkel.
Thank you. High compliment.
Walter. I remember watching Walter.
They did the first Olympic Games together at Squaw Valley for CBS in 1960.
And I bet you taught him well like you taught me.
No, he taught me.
Yeah. Yeah. And people don't realize that he did a lot of football in the 50s and 60s. He just had that kind of voice for me it was very kind of relaxing. Didn't get in the way of the event, but really did a nice job laying the groundwork and kind of shepherding you through the broadcast in a pleasant way. And so I miss that kind of skilled work. And but just people just don't realize he was involved with the NFL and some other stuff a lot outside of ABC and bowling and Wide World of Sports. So I just wanted to kind of highlight that. Yeah.
Did you catch the news before it came on?
Did I what?
Did you hear the Olympic news before you came on?
No, what happened?
The men's team won the gold hockey.
Oh, well, congratulations to them. That's great. So was that a victory over Canada?
Yeah, Canada. The first one since that miracle back in 1980.
Right. Wow. It's a little hard to believe it's been that long,
I know. They've been competitive ever since, but yeah.
But we never win it. Was it a close game?
Until now, 2-1 overtime.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations to the men's team. So we got the daily double with the women and the men's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are we we in second place in the medal count?
Yeah, solid. We got it. It's locked up now. They got 13 goals, which is the most ever USA Winter Olympic.
Wow.
Most 30, ever. Yeah, 12 gold. And the same 12 silver and 9 bronze. So they got 34.
So we're still behind Norway, right?
Yeah, Norway has 10 more, I think. No, Norway has 41. 18 gold.
Yeah.
12 silver. Yeah. Nuts.
I mean, what is the rule? If let's say you have more gold medals than somebody else, but they have more total medals, does the team with the more total medals, are they considered on top, or is it the team that has the most gold?
The team has the gold. Yeah. The gold is the key. Yeah, that's how you do it.
The gold is all that controls the standings.
Right. Because you look at some of the teams that are behind there, like who was it? Somebody was in there. Somebody had 30. Yeah, Italy. Italy's in fourth. Italy actually had 30 gold, or 30 total. I think 10 golds, which is pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
But that was fourth place. They're behind actually the Netherlands. who only had 20 total, but they got 10 goals also, and 7 silver to Italy 6.
Oh, I see.
Tiebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, Netherlands is always pretty good in like speed skating.
Yeah.
I know that.
Norway does all those crazy ski sports.
Right, Norway just
Marathon.
like they dominate the skiing, and Italy's hosting the games, so they're usually pretty good. So I think that hosting factor helps them with their getting their medals somehow, you know.
Yeah, they're number 4 with the 10 gold, 6 silver, 14 bronze. By the way, is the most bronze.
Yeah. So how much of the
Total.
Olympics? How much of the Olympics do we have left here?
I think we're pretty much done. Let's see. I think the hockey
was
game
it?
was about the last major thing.
Oh, okay. So all we got left now are the closing, pretty much the closing ceremonies.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's take a little more break. We'll come back and let's go over some remaining things, and let's see what we got here for a little interlude here. Oh, this is good. I'm going to play a little tribute to Robert Duvall, who died recently, passed away at the age of 95. And we can talk about this at the other on the other side, okay?
All right, sounds good.
This is the story of how Cole Younger and Jesse James joined forces for the great Northfield, Minnesota raid.
Biggest bank west of Mississippi, Northfield, Minnesota.
Starring Cliff Robertson as Cole Younger, co-starring Robert Duvall as Jesse James. What were they really like? Cole couldn't resist gadgets and mechanical marvels. He even wore a bullet-retarding vest.
I've seen a place called the North.
Jesse had visions and deep hatreds.
A place called Northfield. Amen.
For 10 long years, Pinkerton and his railroad detectives and all the forces of law and order hunted them like animals. Now, they had come to Northfield, Minnesota, a town as strange to them as they were to it.
It's all everybody's doing nowadays. It's our national sport.
Our national sport, gentlemen, is shooting and always will be.
When the time came for the great raid, the bank was full of money. But it wasn't that easy to get it out.
Hold it.
We're just making a withdrawal.
Tell him to open it. The time lock is set. It isn't gonna work.
The great Northfield, Minnesota raid.
All right, we're back. Yeah, that was one of Robert Duvall's. Maybe a lesser known movie, but
Yeah.
did a real nice job in that movie as Jesse James. A lot of good performances in there. Cliff Robertson was in that movie as Cole Younger. Did you ever see that?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that movie. It looks familiar, but sounds familiar.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's from the early 70s.
Yeah.
And very interesting situation with those guys because they were at the time being considered for amnesty by the Missouri, I think it was the Missouri legislature. A lot of people had supported what Jesse James was doing. He was kind of attacking the establishment, and Missouri was a southern state in the Civil War, and so there was a lot of pro Jesse James sentiment there. But when they went and did the attack in Minnesota, that was kind of the last straw.
Yep.
But just really a great movie from the style. They portrayed the time very accurately, the way the people dressed and talked, and I like the fact they played that baseball game, old style baseball game.
They started playing that in the 1860s. So, yeah.
Right. Baseball's been around since the 1860s. Had some crazy scores. It was like 58 to 54 or something.
They would tend to have that, but they went back and forth. Speaking of baseball, I saw, and I'm sure you heard about Bill Mazeroski.
Oh yes. Speaking of the Pirates, Bill Mazeroski passed away. I think he was also pretty old too. He was like 89.
89, yeah. February 20th, a couple of days ago.
So he passed away around his birthday.
When was his birthday? No, he's born in September.
Oh, I see. So he just died a couple of days ago, but he was and everybody remembers him from the 1960 World Series when he won the 7th game for the Pirates with that amazing walk-off. He got into the Hall of Fame, but probably is a combination of that hit and the fact that they called him the glove. I think he was just incredible. Had an incredible glove.
Great defense. Right. Now, I personally, I don't, rest in peace and God bless him, but I don't think he deserved to be a Hall of Fame myself. Just based on what they're saying, the defense, great, I understand that, but so is a guy named Bobby Grich, who was a part of it.
Second base, he was a second baseman though, right?
Yeah, second base.
Yeah.
His
lifetime.
This guy didn't hit very well.
His lifetime average was like 260, I think.
Yeah, 260.
Right.
He had 2,000 hits put together, but when you look at 138 home runs, 853 yards batted in, those are not career.
Yeah.
I
see your point. There have been a lot of second basemen with better numbers from the plate, right?
Yeah, Whitaker.
I can give you another guy that comes to mind who had really good offensive numbers and I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Jeff Kent?
Kent has just been put in by a Veterans Committee.
He just got in?
He just got in. He's getting in 20, this year, 26. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good because that guy had, he had great numbers. And and when you think about some of the second base, though, I think of like all the positions, that and shortstop, the hitting numbers are usually not at the same level as the other positions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, was somebody like Bobby Richardson in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
I bet he had kind of similar numbers to Mazeroski. He had.
Bobby Grich also had like a 268. Not pretty, but he had.
But Bobby Grich had better. Bobby Grich had more power, right?
Right. He had 5 or 6 Gold Gloves as well. Mazeroski, I think, had 7. He's pretty good. But I want to check out Richardson because it's interesting. Some of those Yankees got in.
Yeah.
Bobby Richardson. I don't think he's in, but I don't think I would.
Or somebody like Willie Randolph.
Another one who on that borderline. He's not, but that's another good suggestion.
Of course, who is the greatest second baseman of all time?
Ooh, it depends who you ask, I guess. But I would say that Roberto Alomar was the best.
You got Alomar. The top five, we got to say Alomar, Eddie Collins.
Eddie Collins, yep, that's an oldie, but that's a goodie.
And here's the other one, Charlie Gehringer.
Gehringer was also a great one, yep.
And then Joe Morgan.
Oh, Joe Morgan, yes, definitely. Especially in his peak, it was amazing.
Yeah. So,
I still think Alomar was guys. Sorry.
Any other baseball news you want to talk about? Anything happening of interest in terms of like teams making themselves a little better for the upcoming year? I think the Pirates did make themselves better with their hitting.
Yeah, I heard that they got somebody. Who was that? The guy from Atlanta.
They got the guy from Atlanta, Ozuna, and then they got Ryan O'Hearn, I think, from the Orioles. He had some hits recently in a win they had, and Brandon Lowe from the Blue Jays, I think, or from the the Rays.
Yeah.
There's even one or two others. So my hope is that they don't, that they continue to stay out of last place. Maybe we can reserve that for the Cardinals.
They should be in much better shape, Pittsburgh, this year. Angels ain't going nowhere, but further down probably.
Yeah, the poor Angels.
Yeah, they just can't get it right.
Yeah. Well, we still got another month and change until baseball starts.
Yeah, I'm gonna start picking up on that.
In the meantime, it's just NBA and NHL. Maybe looking out for UFOs. What's that?
Hockey's not one of my, probably the least of my interests, basically, because it's just, the game's a little difficult technically, if you ask me. And,
yeah, like I know what you're saying. Like
slowness and how many low score. Yeah.
I've been watching hockey my whole life, and I still don't really understand what icing is. Yeah. It has to do with like.
Something to do with the blue lines.
the number of lines the puck crosses without being touched by anybody, I guess, or something.
Something like that. Yeah, I got it.
And offsides is a little like I understand, I guess, what it is, but it's hard to keep track of offsides when you're watching a game. It's like you have to look at two different things at the same time, and that's kind of too difficult.
Yeah, it was exciting to see like the Kings win and the Ducks won that one year. The local teams, but
you guys lost the Coyotes, right? You used to have the Coyotes in Phoenix, and they're gone, right?
That was Arizona. I don't know. I guess they're gone. I don't know. I think they were last time.
They tried to get hockey promoted there, and it just never really worked.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because just recently birthday. Well, today I think is Charlie O'Finley's birthday. He was born on this day, he's gone, of course. But he had a team he owned called the Golden State Seals up in California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He ended up merging with what is now, well, it was the Minnesota North Stars, and is now the Dallas Stars. That I didn't even know until I just read that recently.
So the California Golden Seals became the North Stars?
Yeah, their franchise was going to fold, and Minnesota at that time was also having trouble. So they just combined the two franchises, and they survived as the North Stars, and so then they moved to Dallas.
The North Stars should have been in Northfield, Minnesota.
Yeah. They just changed it to Stars.
Mm-hmm.
With a cowboy helmet.
All right. Well, speaking of what's that?
I'm showing you information on the Coyotes.
Yeah.
But,
They left.
They left.
I think they left a couple of years ago. But I don't know what happened to them. Did they transform those? Did they transform themselves into another franchise?
I guess so. I'm trying to figure out what happened, and I don't see anything. It's telling me where they went, because it says there's a schedule, and yet there's no team. Weird. Anyway.
Well, speaking of desert animals, Gila monsters, coyotes, and here's a snake slithering to victory in 1976, the playoffs against the Patriots. See if you can tell me who the announcer is for this.
As might be expected when the stakes are high, the opening kickoff mirrored the intensity with which this game would be played. New England received first, and former Raider Jess Phillips, who has found a new life with the Patriots, could manage merely to get the ball to his own 15-yard line.
Men over 60 should not be running, lifting, and crunching. There's a smarter way. It's called chair tight.
Yeah, there's me.
On this, the first offensive series of the game, New England discovered that the yards would come hard, and they went absolutely nowhere.
Nice hit.
Jack
Tatum. The assassin. That was before he paralyzed.
Possession, they traveled fast and far. Quarterback sensation Steve Grogan had plenty of time to wait for an open receiver. Then passed to tight end Russ Francis far downfield.
All world.
Yeah. He was about the best tight end at the time.
Catch brought the Patriots all the way to the Oakland 27. It was a gain of 40 yards and a great individual effort by the multi-talented tight end, who has been injured the past several games.
Stingley. Oh, and Stingley was next.
Soon after Francis' big play, Grogan again with absolutely no Raider rush to worry about threw to Darryl Stingley for 24 yards, and the Patriots had a first down on the Raider 1.
Before his terrible
on the very next play, Andy
on-field
Johnson followed
injury.
Sam Cunningham into the end zone for a touchdown and the first score of the playoffs.
Bam, bam. Went to USC.
Yeah, that's right.
New England had looked very impressive on a 10-play, 86-yard drive against the Silver and Black. But predictably, on the next series, the Raiders and Kenny Stabler came roaring back.
This is classic snake.
Yeah.
After Fred Biletnikoff took a pass over the middle for 22 yards, Stabler threw to his other wideout, Cliff Branch, for an additional 17.
Cliff Branch. What a burner that guy was.
Yeah.
Then from the New England 23, Stabler went for 6 points with a pass to Bolitnikoff in the end zone. But number 34, Prentice McRae, nearly intercepted. Oakland was forced to settle for 3 points, and with David Humm holding, Errol Mann booted a 40-yard field goal to bring the score to 7-3. In the second quarter, Grogan executed a beautiful play fake to Andy Johnson, then rolled right and threw cross court to Darrell Stingley, who made a diving catch of the ball. This one play is significant, for it not only shows the skills of Steve Grogan at their best, but it was the only offense generated by either team for most of the second period. Both New England and Oakland had made mistakes on offense, and their respective defenses missed opportunities like this chance to go all the way by number 39, linebacker Willie Hall.
Yeah, that was a pick six he just dropped.
Yep. Yeah, that one.
So that was actually the toughest game the Raiders had en route to winning the Super Bowl that year. That first playoff game, they won 24-21, and I feel like they lucked into that one because there was at the end of that game, the Raiders were driving. They were down by 20-17, and on their 28-yard line of the 28-yard line of the Patriots, 4th and 18, and so they're kind of really out of field goal range, so they couldn't try a field goal. And Stabler goes back, throws an incomplete pass, but they called it roughing the passer on Sugar Bear Hamilton of the Patriots. I don't know if you remember that play.
Yeah, I recall.
It was a famous play, and if you look at the replay, New England's guy gets into Stabler's face just as he's throwing the ball and hits him, and they call roughing on him, and so that was it. The Raiders got a first down and got the ball to the 1 yard line, and then Stabler did a famous slither into the end zone where he just dove in there under somebody's arm, and that was it. The Patriots were gone, and Raiders went on to beat the Steelers in the AFC Championship, and then in the Super Bowl they just creamed the Vikings. But it was a great game. The Patriots really had a nice team that year.
Yeah, they did. Who was that announcer? I just couldn't put my finger on it.
What's that?
Who was that announcer? I couldn't get my finger on it.
Yeah. So we didn't hear from the Patriots again for about 10 years.
At least. Oh, who was the announcer, Chad?
Oh, the announcer. Do you know who that was?
No.
He did a lot of He did a lot of baseball. He did a lot of Phillies games.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that voice.
He's got a great voice. I think he's in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame. His name is Harry Halas.
Oh, Harry Halas. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not the biggest name. I mean, it should be a big name, but
he's pretty big though.
They got Trumpy and people like.
His problem is he sounds a lot like his name sounds like Harry Carey, you know. So
yeah.
So people kind of lose him in the shuffle because he sounds like Harry Carey, or the other one he sounds like is George Halas.
Yeah, sure. I'm familiar, like Kurt Gotti back in those days, and Charlie Jones. And John Christie,
I love those guys.
Costas,
Well, Bob Costas is still around, man. Bob Costas he's ageless. He keeps getting trotted back out there for things, and I think he's probably had a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Dick Edinburgh was the one too.
Who?
That.
Dick Enberg. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He started out doing Angel game broadcast when I was growing up.
Yeah, he did a lot of. Didn't he do a lot of Chargers games too?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah, there's like
Before he
a
went
Southern
international.
California angle to Dick Enberg that I always remember.
The Angels used to have Dick Enberg and Don Drysdale as their radio announcer. That was a great team. It only lasted a couple of years. Enberg got a big contract, and Drysdale ended up dying. But
Mm-hmm.
they were great. They were great together about 2 years there. It was during the time that Nolan Ryan was just coming into his own.
Well, Drysdale was on Monday Night Football too, wasn't he? Was it Monday Night Football or Monday Night Baseball? I don't know. He was on ABC. Yeah, it must have been baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Yeah, he had a nice voice. I liked him.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool.
Well, getting towards the end of the show, have you seen any UFOs lately in the Banning area? I imagine that's like prime location for UFOs, right?
It's one of those. It can be because they've got the mountains right on either side of us, and the desert just to the east. You got Palm Springs about 20 miles away. So,
all right. Well,
Arizona's more likely.
Ever seen anything like this? Here.
What the hell's he doing out there? Get back to the truck. The hell is that? Get back in that truck.
Section 107 of the Copyright Act.
Get out of there. What is that? I don't know what that is.
I know what it is.
Hey, Mike! Travis, get out of there! Leave the son of the chair if he's gonna be an asshole!
How fun is that?
Travis, get back here! Travis!
Everybody said this is what happened.
Yeah. I'd be a little worried at that point. Things start opening up.
Yeah. Too late.
That's not Independence Day. That's what happened on Independence Day.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Really? Like the ultimate sci-fi alien movie.
Yeah, he starts to move back to the car, and then he gets basically paralyzed by the light, the beam, or whatever they're shooting on him. You're not going anywhere.
Somebody's dropping.
And then they decide to take off.
Yeah. Ironside.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain that whole thing if you're with 5 people and they all say that they saw the same thing.
And he told a wild story.
I don't. Yeah, I gotta believe that there is other life out there, and that UFOs are not made up completely. So.
Yeah, I've seen enough to know. I believe that. Yeah, there's things out there, whether or not we know exactly what it is. You know, is it people-like or human-like or what? But definitely something out there, because I've seen myself a couple of odd things in the sky that are unexplainable.
Yeah.
Even the military.
Everybody's.
Yeah.
All right. Well, keep your eyes open in Banning, okay?
Yeah, I got another thing for you. Yeah, I know. I got another thing for you today. His birthday. Speaking of that,
Yeah.
Today, a pair of gentlemen named Tom and Dick, not the Smothers Brothers, Van Arsdale boys, were born on this day in 1943. Dick unfortunately passed away in 2024, but Tom is still alive, 83. They played there in the late 60s, early 70s, 12 years each, played exactly the same timeline. They both played on the Suns in the last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they were brothers that played, and they played on the
Twin
same
identical twins. Identical twins. Most like the same guy.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. I need to check that out. Like, they were identical twins playing on the same team.
Yeah, just the last year they played together for the Phoenix Suns. Dick played for the Suns for most of his career. Tom, the other one, was kind of a roving guy. Was in Cincinnati, you remember that, teams, and went to a couple of the Hawks, the 76ers. And in the final year of his career, he spent with his brother. But they both were pretty close together as far as the playing ability. They were both guards and small forwards. Dick had a 16-point per game average, and Tom had a 15-point game career average. Both scored over 20 points 3 times each, and both were 3-time All-Stars. So,
wow.
Yeah. Tom has a record in the NBA for not being in the playoffs for his entire career. The most points scored by anybody that's not been in any playoff game.
Well, that's why we have you on the show, Brian, for those really obscure statistics.
Yep. Van Arsdale. Yeah.
Were they on the Phoenix team that went to the finals and lost to the Celtics in '76?
No, that was a year after.
Year after.
And it's funny, like I said, Tom had just set a record for most games played as well as most points scored by anybody who has never been in a playoff in his NBA career, which of course now is impossible because of that. Everybody gets in the playoffs.
Yeah. All right. Well, we run out of time here, so we're gonna kick off with the closing clip. And I really enjoyed having you on again, and every week. And next week we should have Bo Jeffcoat back. It was his birthday today, so he was occupied. And Dorothy said she's coming back in March, so that'll be nice. And then we'll take it from there. Abe Miranda later in the year, I think. But he's busy right now and doing some other on a leave of absence. So anyway, we will we'll close off with a final clip here. And thank you for your great work today. And have a great week. Okay.
My pleasure. You as well. ChabDog, take care.
All right. Enjoy the college basketball. That's what we got. That's what we got right now.
That's about it. Yeah.
I want to be homely with you. I want to be downright homely with you. So you can come on, give me my money. Well, look, check the files again. Look, just look in the files. It's under my name. It's the name. It's in there. Just check it out. Check out the file. Hey, sucker, take a number.
How about number 1?
Come on, lady. Give me my money.
Hey, man. Get the whole thing.
What's this, huh? This ain't no money. I want some green. Give me some money. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, brother, they just called your number, man. Yeah, over there. Hurry up, man. Hey, go for a piss, you guys. Come on.
When we get military or something, hey, give me a translator over here.
Old Donna comes pretty soon now. Hope she hasn't eaten. We got something for her. A tube steak smothered in underwear. Oh, there she is. Oh, too much. Shake them, you won't break them. Hey, baby. What? Around? You want to go around the world? Both of us? All right. Okay, come on, man.
Keep it down, man.
Hey, man, why don't you wait in there for me for a little while? I'll be right out, okay? I got a private conference, man.
You gotta cool it. Come on, don't knock now. Because you're gonna lose my job.
What do you got to do?
Excuse me right now. I'm gonna lose my job. Don't do it. I said not now. Oh God, keep not here.
Look, Mom, but keep this moment.
You're gonna make me use my body. Oh God. Don't let him do it. Don't stop. Don't.
It's all right to smoke in here.
You're gonna get me in so much trouble. Can't you wait until lunchtime? Oh, Miss Mira mis
Oh, babe.